second dungeon and a try. Oh right, things were really dark when we left off, so maybe I should. I'm going to give it the gravitas it's due for at least 2 seconds. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before all this began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Yes, well, come, please. Come with us. Not all of them are going to be that good, though, I think. Well, I got the Aetherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. 2 people who want to come with! Yay! We get a tune! Perfection! Graha helping people out. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands. Perhaps in their eyes, the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we mustn't give up. Okay. Let's go in here. I was looking to see if I spotted... Oh, Cirina! I was like, where are the others? I want to at least check in with them. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'll gladly oblige. Gosh, and Estinian was even here. Estinian saw it before things had, you know, become what they are outside, so it's got to be even more of a stark contrast for Estinian at this point. Here's where the others are. Oh, jeez, and the blood splatter is still... Oh, boy howdy. Best not dwell on it. Not when there's work to be done. This is where it happened. Why? Because he just couldn't accept changing his ways. And just accepting things the way they are and trying to help to the best of his ability. I mean, it's rough. Mom, oh, it's killing me. Everything's going to be all right now. Okay, I thought for a second that Oriange was helping Flavius because Flavius was the one who gave up the like last of his rations to help others, thinking that he was going to die. To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experiences at Victor's spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate ether with the same suspicion that many Eorzeans do Magitech. Ah, it's you. The one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept it. I don't know why that line really got me. I don't know why it hit me hard for some reason. I don't know. The writing in this zone has, I think, really displayed a level of, not seriousness, because we have seen a lot of very serious moments in 14, but this definitely feels the most mature, not only in the complex issues of people, their own nature, but also these bigger discussions that, I mean, I think have big ties into our current political world and climate and existence and or all of humanity over all of time, you know what I mean? This idea of fear and persecution and hate and war and all these things that I think we all know in some way, shape, or form, be it from history or from lived experience. And I really think they have infused particularly this zone with a sense of maturity in that writing that is present in the game but isn't nearly so concentrated. It really gets you after a while, I think. It really does start to, I don't know, accumulate in a way that leaves this lasting impression. Even as you just wander around the zone, I could still feel a lot of these quests kind of hanging with me, you know? Same stuff? Yeah, okay. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass, what we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Thankfully, all of them that we talked to. Thank the 12. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our Leminsin friends. I'd save it for the tempered, though. Maybe something to put them asleep or something like that? I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. I will stay with the refugees and do what I can to protect them. While I have no doubt that you and Thancred will do a fine job clearing the path, we must be ever vigilant for threats that may have slipped the net. Anything new from Euless? No. Euless needs to process some things that have happened and are happening and will happen. Lord Quintus was our rock in the storm, and now we are without a leader, without direction. Nevertheless, we must live on, even if that means consulting with our former enemies. Well, what do you want? Tell me about yourself. I am Decimus, Centurion of the First Legion. It is my sworn duty to defend Garlemald from barbarians such as you, and your very presence here is an affront to my honor. Okay, thanks, great, awesome. What kind of place is this? This is Tertium, third among the stations that encircle the city. So there are 3! Hey, I was wondering about that. The decommissioned carriages here now serve as the First Legion's temporary base of operations. It has also become a safe haven for those fleeing the turmoil that has befallen the capital. What scant supplies we have are distributed among civilian and soldier alike, and we strive to maintain some semblance of order in these dark times. Our true objective, however, is not merely to survive, but to reclaim our home. We have no time to deal with your band of savages, and if you dare to interfere in our affairs, we will not hesitate to cut you down. Maybe those were, like, lines of dialogue from him prior, but they're just still in here? Because, buddy, I don't think you're in a position to try and cut us down at this point. I mean, I don't want to say, you know, you can try. I'll let you try. Because I do feel real bad about a lot of things that are happening here. Hey, some of our own forces that have moved in. We've orders to assist the refugees, but we've received little more from them than icy glares. That will not deter us, though. They may be our former enemies, but we are here to offer aid, and offer aid we shall. Is this person up here willing to talk now, Theodora? Maybe? She did! She did! She didn't talk before! I do hope the Isabard contingent actually makes some kind of difference around here. Theodora has a little hope now. She has a little bit. That makes me feel better about some of the stuff that's happened. There's a lot of things here, ether current quests and stuff like that I'll just do on my own time later. Chocobo Porter. I have to say, I know why they put Chocobo, you know, people out and around, but especially in this zone, the merry Chocobo Porter with their little helmet. One, they are a true hero because obviously they had to really brave some stuff to get here, but 2, they do feel slightly out of place in this setting. Just a little bit, just a teensy bit. Okay, we gotta go clear the way so we can get the refugees there. I wonder if somebody is grievously injured, because we've been told that aetheryte travel, and especially lots of successive aetheryte travel, at least canonically in lore, does take a serious toll on the body in the sense that you have to rest and recoup between it. So it's probably not safe to transfer people who are grievously wounded or injured or already struggling with their I mean, I guess physical ether and reserves and things like that via aetherite? That would be my guess. That wouldn't be a good thing. Maybe you also, although the ones here operate differently than elsewhere, but maybe also if you yourself don't have enough presence of mind to direct yourself through an aetherite, or I guess any magical power, that would be the other thing too, although we know that these aetherites were supposedly made for Garleans to use. A wild antelope slash saiga. Oh, they do kind of have little deer specklies on their back. That's cute. The other ones in the shroud don't have that marking. They're kind of purpley white. I think they're like white with stripies, if I remember right. Their heads have always been kind of a funny shape. They look like someone squished them in like a waffle maker or something. But they are cute otherwise. I like their weird little toes. Those are fun. It would be amazing if at some point we actually got to ride a Garlean train that was in movement. These are really, like, I love the stuff they've done here, the metalwork on it, the little peaks you get inside if you go into that front area or the engine area on the train. There's a whole bunch of ceruleum stuff up there so you can see how it's actually powered. I wish we could have seen all of this before it was destroyed, you know? It makes sense that we wouldn't go there in any kind of capacity to actually sightsee or anything, right? Unless they had decided to go the route of peace with Garlemald way before this, but it's just so different than so many of the other locations that actually getting to see this kind of industrial, real-world inspired area. I can't help but feel my imagination just like running away from me with envisioning it all how it was. Oh, I probably need to use the thing on him, right? Maybe? Yes. Ta-da! Did that do it? I guess it did it! I guess it did it! The one nice thing is that I feel like Amaro are pretty well suited to any climate. They don't look like they would be super cold. You know, they got fuzzy bodies. Whereas sometimes I feel really bad if I'm on a mount. Maybe this is just me, I don't know. Sometimes I feel really bad if I'm on a mount and I'm in some kind of climate or region that I feel as though they would be just so miserable in. Amaro's a good boy and a good all-rounder. I feel like they can do just about anything. Very good. Heat, cold. They're just perfect is what I'm saying. Oh, they're called Jotun! Ah. A little real-world mythology reference. Oh, please don't use your butt attack on me! I'm sorry I had to kill you before you could use butt attack. Okay, no threats here. Woo! We got one more down to the southbound monitoring station. What does this look like now? Oh, it's very shadowy right now. Got a bit of the snowstorm effect on, so it's kind of hard to see it. That part of the map is just so ominous. It's this constant reminder and presence. I'm gonna be so surprised though if we deal with it now, like right now. Is this gonna be some sort of dungeon? I don't know. I mean, we did take down one tower, but that is like the mother of all towers. I wanted to get away from that big woolly boy because he's cute. I don't want to kill him. Oh my gosh, the Fenrir mount is perfect for out here. I'm so close to getting it. So close. I don't like to grind MGP, but the Moogle Tombstone events that they were having have been really great because you can actually get the MGP vouchers from them that give you 50,000. Oh my gosh, I keep having... Oh, it won't let me cast it because it's time to use the ability. Help that friend out. And now to the camp. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The Tempered proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first and all that. Let's report. We've got people, they are coming. There was kind of a dark thing that happened. I do like how they've worked in small changes to the zone. Like how, you know, our forces and things moved in to that location down there. Back over by the other Aetherites in the Tertium. Little things like that do make a difference in kind of where you feel you are in the story and how the story's going and how the zone and world reflects that story. News regarding the 10th came shortly after you first left with Ulyss. From that, we were able to deduce that the first was somehow within the capital. We were, however, only able to verify this once you had made contact with Thancred. Oh, she's outside! I was looking for her in that huge throng of people. Ah, Valka. I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What of the refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees, perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Lucia, you are so good and so kind to her people, but also not like not forgiving again, not just excusing their behavior, but to do this or think about that. That's such a good thing for her to have done. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability, or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up this mess. Give me the next one! I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence. Yes, my absence. Turn it in immediately. Lucia, what else do you have for me? Quite well, as it happens. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much-needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out Ishtola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. Ishtola, you want to go get cozy under some blankies together and sip some hot cocoa and gossip about our dreams, our lives, our ambitions, our secrets, our... You want to have sleepover? Yes, yes. I have been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water. But what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with between the Tempered and the First Wounded. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver. But nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in so doing invite disaster. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. I'm ready! I just like, okay, I really liked this zone, but I also have felt like I've been so ready for the next piece of content, the next thing, the next big hunk, right? It's hard when you feel like the momentum is really starting to go, and then you kind of go back to, okay, now we're setting up a new zone. And then it really feels like it's starting to go, and then you're going back to setting up a new zone. So I'm ready to get to the meat of what's happening here. I will set aside sufficient time. I will settle down for a restful supper. Ishtola, you and me having din together. Let's do it. Why do I feel like, though, it's not going to be restful? If we have a bunch of different cutscenes that are going to play in rapid succession, why do I feel like this is not going to end up being totally restful and chill? The mood's different again. Maybe this is meant to communicate the passage of time? Or maybe something really weird is happening on the moon. That's also very possible here. Oh, look at everybody's little campfires. Oh, and Lisa walking by with the hot bevies. Oh, and playing his harp. Oh. It's amazing to see so many characters all together, interacting, characters from our entire journey in this game that have never interacted before. Oh. Yes, heal them! Please. Please. My white mage heart literally cannot stand watching them all just suffer without any heals being allowed to be applied at this point.
Is that all of them?
Yay!
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
Well, I mean, that way maybe they can heal, recover. I mean, this does really present a big conundrum, because unless we are able to free, I mean, a ton of these Garleans who are thralls, which of course we could keep a group here who are going through and trying to do that, right? And break them of this. If that doesn't happen though, or if they all or the majority of them get killed, are Garleans going to go extinct? I mean, it really seems like there are very few left. Although we do know that of the other nations where there were regiments that were stationed, right, they've dissolved, they disseminated, they've, you know, split apart or deserted, so it doesn't mean that they are all dead. So it's probable that they are probably around in other places and other countries now, and hopefully, you know, not being murdered by people who are mad about it, because there's only a few Garleans left here. We cannot go losing them all if we expect to see them in the future of Eorzea at all, ever, again. They're like endangered right now, so.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
I just want soup. This expansion, I can safely say, has made me the hungriest of any expansion in Final Fantasy XIV. I want hamburgers, I want soup, I want Starbucks. Yeah, look, everybody's being helped, not hurt. I know it's hard not to view them as enemies, but we're all just people. Oh, and the sound of music and laughter and warmth of the fires, like he was thinking about with his family and how Garlemald used to be. Oh, you can just see him thinking it. Oh.
Yes, at last.
Oh. Garlemald's needed to come in from out of the cold for so long.
Marvelous, isn't it?
Well, if anybody is likely to not be considered a threat, it's Monolane, so.
All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
It's the stupidest voice. He's such a little fop, and it's so perfect. He's fine,
Hold
though.
on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Minson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
Everybody's working together.
We were there every step of the way.
Don't make me come over there and take your toys away.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
Children!
A damn sight more than you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
I can't decide what he thinks of this. If he's like, this is similar to my siblings squabbling, or if he thinks that seeing a whole bunch of people who are still agreeing to work together, even if they disagree on many other things, is inspiring to him, or what?
At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it.
It's just hot cocoa, my man. Take it. Or hot cup of soup.
I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Okay. Well, Gridanian L is in our big party pooper, so that fits within character. You'll get used to
Perhaps
it.
compared to what you're used to.
The mixing and mingling of food and cultures and regions, too. Yeah, welcome. Oh, this is a very sweet cutscene. Oh. Oh, baby, it's okay. You've been through so much. You can let that weight off your shoulders now. You don't have to carry it all alone. We're a bunch of dirty, stinky Eorzean boys, but we got you. We help you. Yeah, that's right. You did it good, Valka. You know
this
it.
Is not a dream, and yet. I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end.
Aww.
Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination. That my world had been forever changed.
Big things happen. It leaves its mark.
And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you changed my world in ways I never thought possible.
It is a group effort. This is the culmination of many
you and
people
your
working
fellow
together.
scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea. The Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you.
Yes, but also, I mean, unless all those people hadn't agreed to do it, you know? If everybody hadn't agreed to try together, it would have never happened. It just took somebody taking the charge.
We've shed many
Paving
tears
the
in
way.
recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
Sweet and simple. As do I.
I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
Yes, Lucia, you will. Also, her voice actress is just nailing it. Can we just be honest? I'm so happy they brought her back. She deserved to be able to have some more screen time. It's really, really, really lovely to see her here and getting this reconciliation and know that she herself, you know, learned to live a different way, and she can help show her her fellow countrymen that they can too.
It is a
I mean, they all can.
achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Some little part of them in the live stream might, or in the planet, or...
Yes, I know what you mean.
Those who leave us are never really gone.
On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Flower! It's gotta be the flower, right? Are we making a rainbow? Like, are we collecting a rainbow of emotions from the world? Oh, yeah, what's happening with this weird Varys thing in the radio loop? What is that all about? Oh, jeez! Oh, dang! Is that the sound? Like the sound from the ancients or something similar? Oh, holy cow! And what about those who weren't protected? Like, was he just not protected?
Varys?
Oh, no, he's there. No, wait, just a good moment. We were just having a good moment. You can protect them. You can save them from the effects of tempering. You have to, please, don't just stand there, everybody else. Let me just knock him out real quick and you can just reverse it.
Save me, brave hero!
Oh my god, Fanny Pack is here. Fanny Pack, get out.
My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
I mean, it's smooth that he was dressed up and pretending to be one of the soldiers, though. There are so many people, nobody would even notice, you know what I mean? Even if Asahi's petulant little face, it just, I think, is on the foremost of everybody's minds. If they met him, you just can't forget that little face. That annoying little face.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
The experiment was a success?
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Did they do something to us? Did they, like, make us a nice meal? Oh, it's okay. This is really awkward. I did not agree to go on this date with you.
Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh,
This
but be
is
sure
so
to remove your
weird.
helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
Our soul is in a different body. Our soul is in a different body. Whose body are we in? Varys? No, just a Garlean?
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing.
This is distressing. I am in distress.
They had the name of Owlus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo.
Yes, yes. I was wondering if they were going to bring him back. That entire fight you have with him, where he knocks you out of your body.
His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
I mean, okay. Okay. Did we not put up a fight? Did something happen, like, while we were teleporting? I mean, I'm assuming he magically, like, rendered us unconscious? I can tell you, I imagined a lot of things. I imagined us dying. I did imagine something happening with our soul, or us being cast into the life stream or something like that. I did not imagine that dumb, petulant-faced Asahi, who is Fanny Pack, who is Ammon, was going to put us into a Garlemald meat puppet. And then we were gonna have the world's most uncomfortable date with Xenos. Yes, Falco would definitely go for the sarcastic, snide comment in this kind of situation. This is such a pain in the ass. I'm gonna give her a slightly different accent since she's in a different body. It's a good question.
On new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine?
You do notice that, I would assume, although we don't really know for sure, a voice and an accent, right? Would they carry over between bodies? I mean, I assume that it would be the way your mind had, like, grown up learning to speak, so probably, but would there be something about also your body actually being familiar with a certain pattern of speech and used to, I mean, holding your mouth in certain ways to make certain sounds?
I must say, I've gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord.
I did not agree to this.
When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner.
Compared to the dinner we had with Aymeric, this is
He never
far
deigned to
worse.
respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes.
I just don't even, I am astonished right now. It has to be Anima in there.
Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found
Daddy?
his playmate.
Oh, did they do something to Varys's body? Is Varys Anima? Did they turn him into a monster?
Exposition is in order.
Yeah, sure, only if you want to. I'd love some exposition right about now to accompany my dinner.
All forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk
Oh, he played the anthem on the radios to make the people that were left channel their fervent hope and desire, what, for liberation through Varys by making them believe he was still alive?
People being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course.
Okay, well, I have to kind of give it to him. This is terrible.
Garlemald has seen better days.
But, I mean, yeah, kind of brilliant evil plan.
Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck.
Oh.
The people
yeah, there's Anima.
Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varys himself.
I mean, I'm excited to see Anima again, but also...
The Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their Anima.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's like, I'm excited because I was excited from Final Fantasy X to see Anima again, but also this is so much worse than I thought this was gonna become. This is bad. This is nightmare territory.
And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design.
So what, by lodging pieces of its body or something in there, it channeled the ether back to the entity, or the entity was able to? Xenos don't care, he just wanted wine and dinner.
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you?
Xenos! Xenos, you are both so delusional! You are both, like... And I say this just separated from anything else and other mental health discussions, but these two are lunatics! Like, what? 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 They are completely in another realm of, I don't even know. Fanny Pack's over here giving us a monologue about, I made a big whole primal out of other things, and I'm very evil, and I'm wearing a butler suit, and I put you in a meat bucket. Isn't it great? Xenos is like, tell me, do you still find me as attractive, even though previously you did defeat me? Does it excite you, knowing that even though I was not worthy once, I might rise to the occasion? Meanwhile, I'm in this suit of armor, staring at the wine on the table like, oh my god. How do I get out of here? I don't have my cell phone. I can't call in a buddy. I can't do the buddy system. Is there some other way I can raise the alarm? You know, I've been in bad situations before, but this one maybe is the worst. This one, I don't know what's gonna happen up in here, because these two are beyond fathoming. These two are so far gone, I don't even know what they're gonna do right now.
Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery.
Oh, Xenos. Stupid way he's walking. Oh my gosh. Who did this scene?
Extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo.
Xenos, I did not text you back for a reason.
Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria.
I don't want it. I don't want it. You take your golden flaxen locks and you go sort yourself out. You have a lot of self-work to do.
As I set the stage for our reunion.
It's a Kate Sith bottle of wine. I just noticed that. I need to print off some labels and surreptitiously put them over some red wine bottles for a Final Fantasy XIV themed dinner.
You appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star.
Well, Xenos, it looks to me like you're being a coward. You made a pact with a void scent just to get more power. Don't trust in your own. You had to put me in somebody else's body rather than facing me one-on-one. Had to destroy a whole nation. Couldn't get my attention otherwise. This is pretty desperate. This is pretty pathetic.
The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone.
Why? Because in some weird, twisted way, he thinks that we need to rise to the occasion, that we get satisfaction from doing this. I mean, I guess being a hero is good, but like, sort of a bigger, weird meta commentary on why we play hero stories like this, right?
At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Worst dinner party I've ever attended.
Will you not finish your meal?
Brilliantly contrasting, though, with the really warm, heartfelt, true camaraderie meal that we just had and the other ones that we've had in the expansion. The way that they contrast those scenes is...
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost her appetite.
Well, taste better, Xenos. Be a better, well-rounded dish. Stop doing this nonsense. And then maybe I'll consider.
I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion. But clearly, we are above such pretensions.
I don't know what these two want from me. It's just, you know that.
While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Asya, I too claimed
Music!
as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see.
What is he trying to give us an opportunity to train and become better?
The flesh, the soul. Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
Okay, I'm a little curious, Xenos, I won't lie. I am a little curious. That's actually a pretty good question. Also, this music is really, real good right now. Oh, it's us! Oh my god, is he gonna kill us? Is he gonna kill our body?
Or together.
I mean, if our soul stays intact, there's a... Well, theoretically, maybe could reconstitute... I mean, possibly. It seems like there were lost techniques to do something like that. He's in our body. You get out of me. You are not welcome there. Only one of us can be a step on me, Viera. And it is not you, Xenos. Is he gonna go back to our allies?
Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
I don't even know what to do right now. I don't even know what to say about this.
We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me
Okay.
later for my generosity.
Okay. Alright, I take back all the Stark that I said about, oh, it's a slow zone, and there's nothing in here. This is absolutely bonkers. This is... I did not expect this exact scenario to occur. This is kind of incredible, terrible, incredible. It's somewhere in the middle of all of that. It's somewhere in there.
Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe.
I mean, we're gonna stop him. It's our spirit. It's our soul. It's not our body.
Yes, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak.
Oh, Xenos. 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 When someone tells you no, it means no.
This you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy.
Are we gonna have our abilities, our magic, or are we gonna have like a completely different set of skills?
Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue.
We've had a lot of baddies. We've had a lot of baddies that have done a lot of things. I have to say, until this moment, have I not felt... Until this moment, I haven't felt, I guess, the real threat of what their particular brand of just what in the what is happening and why in the why are you doing this, as much of a threat as the other greater planned out kind of things. But in this sort of moment, the idea that yes, they could do this kind of thing just to jerk people around for entertainment and fun, that is terrifying, and this sequence sells it for me. Like, I would have loved to see this stuff all the way back to their introduction, this kind of weird stuff, because this is absolutely buck wild. This is really...
Under normal circumstances,
this sells this kind of dynamic for me.
but on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
Okay, alright. Okay. We're just gonna figure it out. Yeah, put me in the duty. It's duty time. It's duty time and I am ready, I think. But I'm also still reeling from everything that happened. What was that scene? I can't even. It was. Holy butts. Okay, they've given us paladin stuff, it looks like, to work with. Oh my gosh, we have to actually run there. I'm also gonna really quick, because I realized that I had turned down our voice. So I'm gonna turn our voice back up. Okay. Alright. Time to familiarize yourself with that new body. Might I suggest a little fight to the death? Oh, God. I don't want to kill them, but I have no option. This is the worst. I'm so weak. Oh my gosh. I am so weak. My health is drastic. Go down. Do I have to do this?
Not
Is there
bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
I assume that was the only way that we could do this, right? No, I killed him. I offer a silent prayer. In this battle, you are unable to use the full extent of your powers. Avoid contact whenever possible. If you are discovered, your foes will give chase. The Magitech units are especially powerful, and your chances of defeating them in this current state are slim at best. Okay, alright. I wish they weren't running the timer while they were giving you the tutorial. He's carrying a medical kit! Oh! You can use medical kits to restore depleted HP. Okay, cool. That's all we got, so we best be ready! Oh my gosh, we don't have any sneaky skills? Can I use something here? Its fighting days are over, but I can't, like, set it up as a bomb? Okay. This is gonna be a disaster. How much you want to bet I'm gonna have to reset this multiple times? Will these give me anything? Do they give me more health packs or something? I found a medical kit. Okay. Is this boy gonna turn around? This is so clever. I really liked both of the different duty events they've had in this one. I wish we'd had more and more of these because they are so good. Anything I can get from this guy? We got another medical kit. Okay. Get behind this. There were some... Weren't there some Magitech around here? Am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? Do I have enough time for this? Oh, jeez. No wonder you can climb on these. Now it all makes sense. I was wondering why you could run up on them in the environments. We don't even have a sprint. This really does make you think about how weak most normal people are compared to us, you know? What was that? Find the key? Maybe able to clear a path if you can find an identification key and fuel. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I help this person? We've not been turned, thank goodness. Oh, the bastards got my hand when they took down the Magitech Reaper. If it's run out of ceruleum, you might be able to find more in the wreckage. I got the identification key, but I need ceruleum. Maybe we got some from the other wreckage already? Let's go try. I don't have any! I gotta go find some more! Did I miss any? I thought I explored so many of the wreckage pieces. Okay, avoid these guys. Okay. I don't see anything that looks like it's over there. I'm trying to search the buildings. No! Here's some stuff. Will he chase me all the way over here? Oh, he will. What a bummer. Oh my gosh. The last tempered Imperial nearly killed me. My body is like a beautiful, fragile flower. Okay. We're gonna check this guy. He breathed his last. There's nothing else. Okay. Be careful. Just be calm, be calm, be calm. That one's coming this way. Gotta be careful, it'll see us. We'll check this Imperial. We discovered a medical kit. Great, that's useless. You're useless to me. You're useless. Deceased Imperial. Medical kit. It's gotta be in Magitech wreckage, right? There's gotta be some more around somewhere. I'm gonna try this other Imperial. There's something else further up ahead. Just beyond these tempered Imperials. Maybe if I go around this side, but I bet you that guy's gonna turn around and start walking this way. Based off of what I know about looping patterns. Oh, we're... Oh, he coming! He coming! He coming! I'm gonna go back in this corner so that hopefully I don't draw the attention of the other one. How much you want to bet this one all the way in the far corner of the map is the one that has it? This is such a good instance. This entire sequence, this entire part. Imbibe the Fortis. It fills me with newfound strength. Oh, okay, well, it just fortified me. You're useless to me! Fuel concealing wreckage. Here it is. We got it. Ceruleum. Okay, we going. We'll check this guy to see if he has a healing kit. We got one. Cool, cool, cool. Oh my gosh, does this mean that we can't fight while we have this? It does. You evil monsters at Square Enix. You monsters. You monsters. Oh my god. Okay. We're almost back. We're almost back. Small sack. I don't think we need to worry about that right now, right? Where is the... Oh, shoot. Where is... It must be towards that direction. Will I put this down if I touch this? Okay. Begins to soothe my wounds. Probably a heal over time. I'm guessing probably this far side. Bet you this far side is where we came from because it looks... Because it looks like... because it looks like that's as far as we've explored, right? So let's go this way. We're at 17 minutes and 50 seconds. 17 minutes! We found a lot of stuff, though. That's it. Up ahead. We're within sight. We're within sight. Question is, do I go to the left or the right of this guy? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hope he doesn't see me. No wonder everything is climbable in this area. This would have been so much more frustrating if it wasn't, honestly. If you kept having to go around pieces of rubble and all kinds of stuff. All right, here we go. And they're bringing back these controls from the dungeons that we had. The MSQ dungeons. Requesting reinforcements. Oh, there's more. There's more. We gotta stay in. We gotta stay in. I bet you we need to probably take these guys down if we can before that detonates. Right? And they're making us kind of do a variety of different things here. These guys are all in a line, so we can use that. Woo! Ah, there's more! They're never ending! Okay, disembark. I should have waited until it said disembark. I wonder if I could take the ceruleum out of that. Okay, there's baddies that way. Oh, there's baddies every way. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Everything is baddies. Everything the darkness touches is baddies as far as the eye can see. Okay, there's our next. It looks like gated wall, right? Over there. Please help us. I will. I'm sure I could blow past them, right? And they would die? I cannot do that. There's so few of them left as it is. Get out of here, bears and goblins! Where did all of these citizens come from? Were they being contained somewhere and they were set loose up here? Oh my gosh. This is an absolutely ridiculous show these two villains have put on. We'll make it out of this together. I'm deep in that focus zone. I don't even know if we're doing good on time or not. I have no idea. I'm just trying not to think too much about it. I'm just trying to do what's ahead of me. We got an Almasty. An Alnasty. Whoop, up. My health is bad, but it's not terrible. Well, sorry, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Armed Imperial Citizen. Okay. Tempered Imperial boss fight. What was that voice? They found us! Get ready! Should probably get in here, right? Oh, no, he's gonna control that? Oh, the corrupted Imperials are so intense! Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to save them all. Oh, what do I need to do? You probably need to make sure you've gotten enough stuff from the ruins, too. Oh, friends, no, you don't have to help me. I don't have the strength to protect them like this. I don't even have an AoE attack. I have nothing. Did we lose? Did we fail? This was purposeful, right? The thumping heart makes me think it's purposeful. Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. Oh! Consciousness? What is happening? Why are you making this happen? What do you mean? Why is it cutting to this menu? Why is it cutting to that menu when I'm trying to button mash? I wasn't even hitting my menu button. Oh my gosh! With the last of your strength, crawl to Camp Broken Glass. They're not gonna die, are they? That's so far away, we can't crawl there. It's 12 minutes to cover how much ground? We are not gonna make it. They're gonna think we killed everyone. Are they gonna kill everyone? We're going a little faster, Come on. You can do this, come on. The flesh is weak, but the soul is willing. The spirit is willing. Come on. Did we make it? What if he goes there and he kills everyone? What if we get back and it's just like corpses? What if there's only a few people left?
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
Can he use our powers? If we can't use ours, I mean, does it really matter?
A welcome one. Arun, Senna, and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Eulus? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment.
Did anybody notice in everything that was happening? Probably not. They probably didn't even notice that we vanished.
But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend.
Okay, they did.
May the Fury guide you.
They have an idea. Oh my gosh, if we hurt any of these good boys. You would think that we'd have some kind of protection to having somebody else hop into our body. Estinian, you have no place to speak. You are the king of disappearing acts.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
They don't know what's happened.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Oh, don't worry about us. We're gonna come and we're gonna destroy you.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Ishola will see that it's not us. The soul's different, right? Souls have a unique look and shape. She'll know. If she's using Aether Sight, she'll know. She'll know it's not us.
Well, time to call off the search.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, not my two best babies. Not my two best ones.
Case closed.
No, 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 no. Don't run to me. Don't look so happy. I've been a terrible friend. We've been terrible friends to each other. You should not run to see me. It's a lie. I know it's a lie. We've been great friends and I love you.
Over there.
It's not her. It's not her. Ishtola, come on.
It would appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
Ishtola, come on, come on.
I am. Perhaps in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But
it's not her. You know it's not me. You know it.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
They're my two favorites. Don't do this to me, Square Enix.
No. All's well that ends well. Are you...
Are you all right?
No. Come on, one of you has to know. One of you has to know. Come on, Alice, you know something's up. Come on, Graha. Yes! I take it all back. We're great friends. We know each other so deeply. You know that it's not me. You know it because we know each other, body and soul. Oh my gosh. Oh, we made it! We made it! We made it! You did so good, Falca! You did so good! Just a little bit more. If you had the strength to take another step, could you? You know we could. Get away from them, you bastard! Okay, Xenos' Reaper Spirit is super cool, though. That design is incredible. Is there some weird issue with, like, the Soul Rebels or something like that? Or Xenos being in our body?
Sadly, that is all we have time for today.
Oh, it's temporary.
And back to your own bodies you must go.
It's temporary. Oh, I'm so glad. It does feel, though, like this was a big build-up for something I am very worried about. That then kind of amounted to very little, but maybe, I don't know.
Very far, and I've yet to pay my respect.
This could still end really poorly. With how easily he took us last time, he could just take us back and keep experimenting on us, you know?
Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective.
Oh,
Charitable
jeez.
souls that you are. You bent over backwards to aid them. Heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered.
So what? This is me thinking through everything. I'm assuming Okay. I'm thinking through everything here. Is it possible that using the knowledge that he has as an ancient, he is the one who manufactured the radios? I'm trying to think if it goes all the way back this far, right? To purposefully leave some people in Garlemald untempered so that, again, their prayers, their hopes, their desires would continue to channel and manifest in addition to all of the tempered that he had. And also to distract us as we got into here, thinking that we were doing something heroic, because it does just seem so coincidental that they just happen to have some radios, and if he really is behind everything...
Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amounts of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles.
And he drew us up here to try and keep us from taking down the other towers preemptively?
The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days.
The eldest and most powerful of primals was used in reference to Hydaelyn and Zodiark, but it sounds like he is speaking about Anima. So, was Anima also a primal from that time? Was that the source of the sound? Was it something summoned during the final days? Was it the cause of the final days? Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird seeing somebody else in the cutscene that I know is us, but isn't us. Get that smarmy look off your face.
Will be my meal. Your dear companions, my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake.
Not if I have something to say about it, Xenos. I'm gonna kill you. I'm coming for you.
All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
I don't want to give him the satisfaction, but I already am. Did they whisk us away again? Or did we...
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Vitra.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
I can't protect them like this. Are we back?
Thank goodness. She's awake.
They just left me here in the snow. So we have to make sure that that can't happen again, because that's real messed up. We're also going to make some kind of catchphrase, passphrase with everybody, so that you can ask if it's me or not, and you'll know the answer immediately. That has to also happen. Is everyone alright?
Perfectly fine, yes. I hope the same can be said of you.
I thought for sure they were gonna kill somebody here. And it would be by our own hand, and I was going to lose it.
Everything in working order?
That would have been brutal.
That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
I can't imagine they just let me go. They had to have gotten something from that, or put something weird in me, or done something, right? There's no way. Maybe the bond is already forged and they can swap our souls at will.
I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly.
Yes, we must.
Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
Is Tower of Babel the next dungeon? Anima fight after, maybe? I don't actually know. I don't know. But it seems like that is what I would assume here. That's what I would assume. And yet, it's funny to me that I'm only 83. I'm 83? And this is the pinnacle we're hitting right now? That was an absolutely intense sequence of events. That was something else. That was buck wild. I cannot wait to see how they continue to evolve what happened here and how this kind of sets the stage for stuff. Like I said, we're only level 83, and yet this is what's happening right now. That kind of sequence is what we got. What's the actual thing then? What's beyond these towers if we're going to deal with them in some way, shape, or form? I will require a detailed report on what occurred whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. It can wait until later, however. For now, it's enough that you've returned. The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandaniel. Thank heavens you're you again. Gave me quite a fright. Me too, Gra. I thought I was about to murder you and Alice, and I would literally never forget that. I would become a dark angel of vengeance, and I would have had to smite the lands. I would have had to burn this planet clean. Whatever that was, let's not do it again, eh? Well, hopefully not, but I can't imagine that they just left it there. Full glad am I to see thee awake, and restored to thine own flesh once more. Me too. I'm so worried. Yes. 'Tis still you. My apologies. I realized too late that the ether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. 'Twas likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. No apologies necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort in knowing I'm no longer the only one of us to have been used as a villain's puppet, though I pray you'll be the last. Poor Thancred. I mean, he's had so much to deal with. He's had so much to deal with over the course of all of this game. Are you certain that you're recovered? You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like that. I can definitely see if, like, we were ever to get sick or something, you know Alphino would be the one that would be bringing us chicken soup and stuff, like chicken noodle soup in bed. You're certain you're well? Nothing out of place? No missing bits? Oh, good. Though I won't promise the same for Fandaniel and Xenos after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days or no. This ends now. So, how shall we strike them down? Let's find out. Are you well enough to make your report? I mean, I'll give you the report, but put me in that dungeon and let me go fight Anima. This is usually the prelude to something else. Prelude to dungeon music. This Anima was summoned with the corpse of Emperor Varus. Does their depravity know no bounds? It seems not. More to the point, we can surmise that a wave of ether issued not from the Tower of Babel, but from the primal lurking within it. A primal whose cry rang rather more loudly in your ears than ours. If you were taken to the tower itself, then this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is the beating heart of the Telophroi machinations. In which case, we have some highly relevant information. As many of you know, ever since we dispatched troops to free the Leveilleurs, we've been developing a plan to infiltrate the tower. According to Thancred and his scouts, the main structure is lousy with tempered and enemy magitech. Furthermore, the road leading to it has collapsed, making it difficult to approach in numbers. Thus, do we propose dividing our forces into two parties, one to distract and one to infiltrate. The diversionary force will be comprised of the Ishgardian, Gridanian, and Lominzin delegations. They will begin the construction of bridges to make the Telophroi believe we are marching upon the tower. Meanwhile, the best suited of our Alamegan, Ul'dan, and Eastern comrades will use a different method of ingress. Look here. The facility marked in red is the Enchiladeum, a vast Magitech manufactory. In ruins now, of course. But the freight tunnel connecting it to the erstwhile Imperial Palace remains intact. While the Telophoroid's attention is elsewhere, our infiltration force can use it to enter the tower undetected. One of the things that is a neat little detail that I covered in that Garlemald Zone Tour lore video is the fact that this facility, Enchiladeum, actually has ties to, I believe it's Enceladus, which is one of the moons of Jupiter. It has this moon imagery affiliated with it, as well as this, like, giant legend, because there's a sort of mythological thing, I think from Greek mythology about it too. So this makes me curious if this is going to lead us somehow to the moon zone. Be aware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. The Tempered are using it to bring supplies to the tower even now. If it can carry their material, it can carry us too, providing we sneak aboard unseen. This is totally dungeon. This is what that sort of industrial-looking thing was, right? The Scions will lead the infiltration party. Once inside, you must locate and dispatch Fandaniel and Xenos. Are they gonna be the bosses of the dungeon? It better be a spicy dungeon if that's the case. And are we really just gonna get rid of them? It's time we ended this, once and for all. Aye, there will be no more casualties of the Telophoroid's maniacal ambition. How quickly can we enact this plan? Fandaniel made it quite clear that haste is a priority. Of paramount concern even, assuming he didn't name the tower Babel on a whim. In Ammon's time, it meant Gateway of the Gods. Xander used it to refer to a void gate, but in this case, it almost certainly alludes to something altogether greater. It is the moon! Zodiark! Yes! The eldest and most powerful of primals. All the more reason to act now. The rest of the contingent is aware of the plan and are ready to move at a moment's notice. You are to proceed north to Forum Patens. Lisa's group will meet you there. As ever, we are grateful for your foresight. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Spare no effort in your preparations. Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon time. I'm so ready. The build up to this has been very good. They went buck wild is the only way I can possibly describe it. They took it to a new level. Put some clothes on. You gonna get chilly. There's not gonna be anything left of you. This guy just guzzles those warming tonics all day, every day. Those not taking part in the assault will defend this camp and the airships, as well as safeguard your escape route from the tower. You need not worry about what comes after, so fight with all you have. Lisa's party ought to have secured the tunnel by now. Rendezvous with them and make your way inside. May the Fury guide you, and us all. Okay! We need to go all the way up there, right? We have to go to the facility. Okay, I'm gonna run. The sun does not sneak. However, he will travel this path of yours, and those who walk with him will bask in his radiance. Okay, Magni. Where's your boyfriend? Did you leave him back at home? Damn these frigid lands. I am to accompany you into the tower. It is an honor as ever. Please don't let anything happen to Cirina. I can't have anything happen to anybody. That's gonna be my mantra this entire time. But I feel like we are not gonna get through this without something. Valka, the way into the tunnel is clear. We've made sure of it. Then we'd best get in there before we freeze. Especially you. Oh, the shoe will be on the other foot once we're in. Believe you me, a good fight should warm us right up. Why did she change back into these clothes? This makes no sense to me. Why in the world is she not just still in the garments that she had? Barely enough cloth to swaddle a newborn. Clearly you have spent too long around this feral dog of a Dotharu. Watch your tongue, fool, lest I feed it to the crows. We will see who is the fool when you freeze to death. Expect me not to warm your ill-prepared hide. These furs are for myself and my Nama alone. Should I be blessed to meet her this day. You're never gonna find her. As if any woman of worth should wish to be warmed by you, little son. I love that it picked up as a name. He stole a way to burn this poor man so hard that the entire steppe calls him this now. Should we find such a warrior within, she will bask in my glorious flame! Sadu, first canonical, at least bisexual character in this game. Main character, I should say. Main NPC lineup and not just side characters, because we do have a few other NPCs. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, alright. There are two outcomes that I'm okay with in this situation. Cirina and Sadu get together, or all three of them get together. Those are the two outcomes that I'm okay with. Nothing with just Magnite getting together with one of them, because he's too much of a huge dingus. He doesn't... He gets all or nothing. You know what I mean? He humbles himself and gets it all, or he gets nothing. Stop, both of you! Save your fire for the enemy. As for extra furs, I have plenty to spare. As do we. Everybody's in their regular outfits again? What, am I supposed to put my regular outfit on again? Hello, everyone. All set for battle, I see. Yes, free of unnecessary encumbrances, if rather more susceptible to the cold. Let us review our strategy, quickly, if you don't mind. Pippin's group has gone ahead to the Enchiladium. We are to meet them there. We wait until the tempered attention is drawn by our diversionary force, then we sneak onto the train. Next stop, the Tower of Babel. If any, tempered included, are injured, we Zayla will tend to them. You Scions must press on, no matter what. We should avoid moving as a group until we're underground, so we'll need to make our own ways to the Enchiladium. See you there. I mean, it would draw attention, I guess, yes. If there was just like a big group of people. The really unfortunate thing here is that they can all change into their clothes, but I cannot apply glamour plates here, so... So... we stay in the cold gear at this point, I think. The Scions are welcome to our spare furs as well. You might mention that to Urianger. Yeah, because his beautiful dress is gonna make him chilly. Just head north and you'll reach the Enchiladium soon enough. I crave battle, not this insipid chatter. A glorious flame. Nay, I would have seen it were it so. My God. We'll stagger our departures so as not to raise suspicion. You go on ahead. Who could possibly be cold at a time like this? My heart is pounding with anticipation. Fear not, no serious wounds have gone untreated, nor will I stand for being left behind while the rest of you rush headlong into danger, so you needn't bother suggesting it. Cold? Nay, I feel nary a thing. Alright, okay, you keep it up, Urianger. When I infiltrated the palace with Gaius, we took an entirely different route. Since then, the whole place has been reconstructed, and it would appear that path is no longer accessible. And you're 100% certain you're fit to fight? No odd specters haunting your wake? Nothing feels tingly? I think it's time I was off. If I look at Urianger for one more moment, I'm liable to freeze solid. Put a coat on! Alright. Here we go. Now that the Tempered Ones are aware of our plan, they will doubtless start pouring in at any moment. But needn't worry, my brothers and I will see that none shall pass. Go forth and wreak your destruction. You, Thancred and the others, go on ahead. We'll make sure you're not pursued. Valka, we will take up the rear so as to ensure you are not caught unawares. Trust that we will always have your back. Now go finish this fight. Hello, Pippin. Hail! It's good to see you, Valka. We heard that you collapsed, but were given only the most cursory explanation. I'm glad you've recovered, and quickly enough to take part in the operation at that. As you will have heard, we've secured the way in. Some few are to remain behind to keep your escape route clear. Our comrades from Lenti's Tears will lead the way into the station. I'll join you soon. Oh, we have to, like, actually go through here. The station is right this way. Tread lightly now. Is this, oh, like a whole other little area? Like an instance area? Oh, it is! Look at that! Ah. We'll wait here. This is everyone. Woo. Oh, is that up top or is that down here? Oh, maybe they're trying to do their diversionary tactic up top. Consider the enemy well and truly distracted. Time to go. Our primary objective is, of course, the Telophoroid's leaders. But should we be presented with an opportunity to vanquish Anima, we must seize it. If it is indeed the force behind the towers, destroying it will deliver our allies from the Telophoroid's reign of terror. And I, for one, would not see the Garlean people manipulated any longer, be it by Primal, Ascian, or anything else. Hear, hear. There's been enough of that. We came to help the people of Garlemald, and that's what we're going to do. Together. To the very end. The train should be along any moment now. Prepare to board, everyone. We do get to ride the train. I wonder if they'll do something like the one dungeon where you're on the whale and you ride up. If it'll be like we're in the train and then we get out of it and then we go. Or if it'll just, the train is us, like, actually getting to the facility that will be the dungeon. Come on! Tower of Babel now accessible! Here we go!